Today I will show you 4 Wunderbar About Us page examples. I will tell you what you can learn from each of these examples to transform your own About You page into a leads generating machine for your agency. Your About Us page is one of the most visited pages on your website. Yet I've seen so many digital agencies struggle with creating one that really connects with their dream clients. But if you get this right, your About Us page can be your best salesperson. So I will show you today 4 amazing examples to really inspire you. Plus, a little later in the video, I will also share with you the main mistakes you need to avoid if you want to transform your own About Us page into the best salesperson for your agency. So keep watching. Guten Tag, this is Nicole from Wunderbar. I'm a marketing coach for digital agency owners. Every second Monday, I share marketing and social media hacks for time-short agency owners. So subscribe now and press the bell to never miss a new episode. Now let's go and hit right into the content. A huge job for your About You page is to build rapport and trust with your audience, to show why you are the best agency for them. But how do you do this? I've got 2 amazing examples for you, so stay tuned. The first example I've got for you is Green Melon Media. They excel at putting their audience first and building trust on their brilliant About Us page. They lead with a super approachable and dynamic team photo. They are all walking, having fun, and that's a brilliant energy to bring across. And then Green Melon Media's fantastic tagline shows they know what their audience are struggling with. It says this. You can see on the screen what it says. Your About Us page also needs to show who your clients will be working with. And at Green Melon Media, they do this brilliantly. Just look at their Shining Stars section. And it's lovely how each team member also shares some unique facts too. So how does Green Melon Media exactly build trust and credibility? And how can you do the same? They use some super cool convincing stats to build credibility. On average, it takes them 27 minutes to respond to client requests, which is brilliant. They've been around since 2009, so their clients don't have to worry about disappear, and 91% of their clients still work with them after 5 years. Maybe you could add how many websites you have built or by what percentage revenue or website conversion has increased after you've built a site for your clients. Now, this agency takes trust building even further, and there's a real opportunity for you to adapt this approach too. They actually ask, why should you trust us? And it's not just an empty marketing strapline, but they tell you exactly what they do to deserve your trust. One example is their commitment to education. So what tweaks can I recommend to Green Melon Media? I absolutely love their About Us page. But as much as I like their dynamic and on-brand team photo, agencies can find it costly to keep it current if one of their team members moves on. But Green Melon Media have got this sorted. They have beautiful individual photographs as well, which gives them that extra flexibility. I would also add a splash of personality by asking the team members to submit a photo which shows what they like doing outside work. Plus, I know their co-founder, Mikey Mellon, is really active on YouTube. Maybe they could add that. The video really builds trust, and they could show the team speaking at events, perhaps even add the logos of the events here too. So how can you show your audience you understand them and build that all-important trust with them? Tell me in the comments if Green Melon Media has given you some ideas. Before I reveal which mistakes to avoid when updating your own About Us page, I will show you how you can build trust even when your agency team is much smaller, because my tips are not just for agencies with teams, as my next 2 examples will illustrate, so stay tuned. My second example for you is Jammy Digital, the agency by the lovely Lindsay Cambridge and Martin Hanschbach. Their About Us page starts with how we can help you, reassuring their visitors they are in the right place. To be a great salesperson for your own agency, your About Us page needs to show that you get your dream clients and you know what they're after, and show them how you can deliver on this. Jammy Digital do this so well. They ask what's wrong with your website, leading on to how they can help you. This brilliant graph shown on the screen makes the visitor realize what goes into a successful website. This is an ingenious move because for many clients, websites are a bit of a world of mystery, and you can really build trust by unpacking this for them in a not too technical way. Remember, your About Us page is written to be attractive for your dream clients and not your peers. You will get more tips for updating your About page a little later in the video, so do stay tuned. There's another thing you can learn from Jammy Digital. Many agency owners have specific red flags when it comes to selecting good clients for them. And Vito Pellic shared some brilliant insights on this recently with the Room community. You will find the link to the live replay in the description. Now, Jammy Digital actually address red flags for them heads on, which is my favorite section on their About Us page. They say, are we the right fit for you? Your dream clients will recognize themselves if you write this section well, and the ones you don't want to work with will be repelled. Plus, they're showing off their fantastic content. It's a brilliant About Us page, and I imagine it's highly converting for them. I'll also encourage you to check out their recently launched Agency Jam with lots and lots of cool resources for you. When looking at your own About Us page, is it the best it can be? Because when it is, you really show what you can deliver and achieve for your clients. Stick around because I will share more tips to help you transform your own About Us page. So what tweaks can I recommend to Martin and Lindsay? Oh my God, I had to be really picky for this. I would perhaps add a photo of when they're on Zoom to really give that authentic behind the scenes feel. Perhaps even have a video when Lindsay and Martin are chatting because they have this really brilliant banter as a husband and wife team. Their content marketing really rocks. If you struggle with ideas for your own social media and your marketing content, grab my 30 days of content inspiration, particularly for agency owners. It will make it really easy for you to create content that sells and engages. So are you ready now for my third example you can learn from? I often hear from agency owners that clients don't view you as the expert you really are. And this approach will really help you to fix that. It's Chris Lehman. Now, Chris's About page is so cleverly written and it's super attractive to his audience. Really, Chris's whole website promotes working with him and his amazing content. And I want to show you his About Us page because it shows how it can work really hard for you, even if it's really concise. And he's so brilliant at showing off his expertise and how that directly, all his experience benefits his clients. So it's a great page to check out. Now, Chris goes straight in with how he can help you related to what you are struggling with. It's such a great way really of making the About You page a powerful sales tool. After all, when someone visits this page, they're interested in you. So don't waste this opportunity by ignoring your audience's struggles. It's so clever how he uses 4 simple paragraphs to show you why he knows his stuff and how you can really benefit from his experience by working with him in different ways. And of course, there is one of his signature photos wearing a hat and looking really approachable. This makes him so memorable. Chris always wears a hat. Tell me in the comments, have you ever seen Chris without a hat? And is there something like that you could use to really stand out and be memorable in a good way? And by the way, check out Chris's blogs, which are linked in the comments. They are packed with tips for web designers and freelancers. What tweak could I recommend to Chris? Well, he is really famous for his storytelling. So could he add one of those? Perhaps show a video clip from one of his signature talks. I think that would really connect with his audience. If you would like to unleash your own storytelling abilities as agency owner, watch this vlog. After this one, I show you exactly how you can identify your best stories. Before I share the mistakes you need to avoid in one easy checklist, here's my 4th About Us page example. It's for another one-person agency. It's Cheryl Latlow, the London web girl. Cheryl really shows that when you promote your business consistently, you can charge your worth and build a name for yourself. Cheryl has this nailed, and I especially like her About Us page because it shows her potential clients what an amazing job she could do for them. It does a lot of the selling for her. So how does she achieve this? Well, she uses fun graphics and a range of photos of herself. I love the way Cheryl tells her story and some of the struggles she's had. I especially like the fun facts. It makes her so memorable and it provides a talking point when people get in touch. And there's something else you can use too to build trust. Use the icons of clients you've worked with, awards you've entered, events you've attended as social proof. Those icons are absolutely amazing on Cheryl's site. What can you learn for your own About Us page? What stories and entertaining facts can you share to show more of a real you? Have you added enough social proof to your About Us page? Tell me in the comments. A tiny tweak for Cheryl. She is known as the London web girl, and I would love to see some photos of Cheryl hanging out in London using some of those really iconic sites we've got to enforce that branding even further. I promised you some mistakes to avoid and some amazing tips for your own About Us page. Now, in case you break out into a cold sweat when having to promote yourself, here's the good news first. We've seen earlier that your About Us page is as much about your audience as it is about you. See it as a conversation opener with a warm audience. After all, they chose to visit your site. It's like meeting people you already know at a party and continuing that conversation. I hope that puts you at ease. Now on to my Wunderbar tips for you. You need to get personal to get your audience to take the next action on the About Us page. If you want a high converting page, you need to ask yourself this. Who do you help the most and how? How can you show your dream clients that you really get them? What social proof can you offer? How does your journey as a business person resonate with your dream clients? What stories can you share? How can you show off the transformation you can achieve for them? If you are stuck for content ideas, this freebie will get your creative juices flowing in no time, so make sure you download it. Now here are the mistakes to avoid. Whatever you do, do not hide away. People need to see you and your team. Avoid stock photos at all costs. Show off your team. You don't need fancy photos for this. Great selfies that look consistent will do. Show what makes them interesting by offering some fun facts about them. Avoid being too corporate and boring. Instead, be friendly and approachable. Don't use the third person on your About page if you are a one-man or one-woman agency. Never just talk about yourself. This is your opportunity to show your audience how you can help them and signal what makes you different and better. Your About Us page really needs to show off the kind of work your agency could deliver for your clients if you really want it to be a brilliant sales tool. But don't let the need for perfection hold you back. Launch a first version and then tweak it as you get more and more confident with your messaging and your niche. I hope you like this video. Make my day by sharing it and commenting on it. I really appreciate it. Be sure to check out this vlog shown on the screen with 5 examples from the global world of agency owners to show you exactly how you can get better clients by building your own personal brand, which will also help you with updating your own About Us page. Plus, learn how to show off your own expertise by boosting your content marketing. This will really help you to secure a steady stream of leads. In this vlog, you can learn how to overcome the most common mistakes I see agencies make. Auf Wiedersehen! I see you in the next video!